Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Blast the Process 3 on the ESA channel. Here we have Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master, Kunai List Normal by Faust4712, and along with that, we actually met our donation sent for the soft block showcase. It was actually the very first one met very early in the marathon.
Ooh, awesome.
Very nice, very nice.
All right, so because I was met, this might not end traditionally. We might end it on that soft lock because I don't have a save state with an emulator. I use regular console, so if it does happen, you guys will definitely appreciate it because it's pretty funny, and we'll end it there on a good note. And if it doesn't happen, we'll just move on and we'll end it on a better note by finishing the game. So either way, it's a win-win. So, all right, so just a little preface before we do the run. If you have a 6-button controller for your Sega Genesis and a 3-button controller plugged into controller port 2, here, I'll just kind of show it. So at the beginning menu, if you hold on the options highlighted, mode on controller 1 and then up C on controller 2 and then start, you'll notice the options screen. Right at the top, it says option instead of options. 6-button mode is now enabled. And basically what that means is A is guard, B is now melee attack, C is still jump, X is your ninjutsu, and Y and Z are both kunai throws. We're not going to be using kunai at all. So hopefully this will go well. Kunais are at 0. Timer begins when I select game. And so, you guys ready?
Yes, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you. 3, 2, 1, go.
Luck.
All right. So this first level here, not a whole lot going on. Normally we'd be just slinging kunai all over the place, trying to get past these ninjas, but we're not doing kunai, so we're just gonna be hitting them with our sword. He grabbed a power up there that's gonna amplify our damage for our melee attacks, and we're going to try to hold on to that as long as we can. The goal is not to get hit because with the power-up, we can kill bosses faster. It just makes the game go by a whole lot faster. So if we get hit, that kind of sucks, but there's more power-ups in each level. There's like, some levels only have 1, some have 2.
Yeah, there's a few hidden ones in some, and sometimes they only have 1. That's when it's like really pivotal that you try and not get hit.
Mm-hmm. And with the power-up too, those samurai are going down in 1 hit. This guy's going to take a little more than 1 hit, but he's still going to go down really fast if he can get it, which he did. So, moving on to the next level. This level is all more of the same stuff, just jumping through ninjas, trying not to get hit. Let's see. Really, the double jumping in this game is kind of weird. See how he's doing that wall jump right there, trying to cancel it with the sword slashes?
Yeah, that's something we recently found out through kunai list routing. It's faster to just do this than to go back and forth. It saves you a lot of time. You'll see in another section I'll do it, especially if we get to final confrontation. The last section just before the Shadow Master is you use that heavily.
Yeah, we'll be seeing a couple other new tricks, like something with bombs coming up.
Oh yeah,
that have been recently discovered that I think is really awesome. This boss right here, he dies in 4 hits, 5 hits.
4 hits.
I'm pretty sure that's the same, regardless if you have power up or not.
Yeah, because we just run through him with the sword. And that's just the same damage output. So.
And that'll do it. Stage 1.
Another cool thing about 6-button mode is you see how my ninjutsu is changing. All you got to do is press mode button instead of pausing. Saves you a lot of time.
See, that's something I didn't know. That's amazing. I've ran this game. I ran it for a bit, but I never got a super good time. But yeah, I think my PB's like 45 minutes. It's not very good at all.
Hey,
but
man,
this is
that was my PB for a hot minute. So
yeah. We all got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is still one of my favorite games on the Sega Genesis, though. I love it so much.
Me too. I love this game so much. This Shadow Dancer, I like all the Shinobi games, to be honest. Revenge of Shinobi is not my strongest one. I'm a lot better at this one in Shadow Dancer, but I'll leave that
Revenge
to
of Shinobi's
Dagger
hard.
and Buster Man. They'll take revenge. Oh, I forgot the extra life. That's all good. We still got 4 guys.
I never thought to just stand on the edge like that and just use the sword, but I've never used 6-button mode, so I just stand at the back and throw kunai, but I mean, we're not using kunai this run, so you can't do that.
Yeah. So I got hit. Normally I try and not get hit, so I keep my sword for the next section, but I used to sword slash this next boss, but Ripper found something new, and that's... It's as simple as that. As soon as he appears... Goodbye.
Easy mode. We're going to be doing quite a bit of that too, using that
Oh yeah.
death jutsu. Sacrificing a life to do a lot of damage. This whole stage, it's got the first part with the horse, that was an auto-scroller, and then we're going to do a little more running through killing not ninjas. We're killing people with guns this time.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do another auto-scroller, going up an elevator, so not a whole lot going on in these first 2 stages.
Nope, it's
And,
pretty straightforward. It's just
yeah.
auto-scrolling.
Yep, and we're going to be using the death jutsu for the next 2 bosses as well.
Yeah, it's quite a prevalent ninjutsu you all will enjoy.
Mhm.
Whether you like
Yes.
it or not.
Yeah. One of my favorites, and led to a lot of accidental game overs too back in the day.
Oh yeah, the first time I started using it, I was like, oh, this is cool, and I didn't realize that it took away your life.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I can use this as many times as I want. Oh.
Oh, game over? How'd that happen?
Yeah. Whoops. Whoops. Yeah, we're gonna see more gun dudes. No ninjas in this level. Don't know why. Just maybe, I don't know, one level they were like, this guy's too good, we gotta break out guns.
Yeah.
But we'll see ninjas come back later.
It's like they were just like factory settings, non-ninjas. But then it's weird because then in like a bio lab, there's a bunch of like weird things. It's like
flying brains and
Yeah.
like mutants. It's
flying brains
crazy.
and green goo mutants. It's like
Yeah, the next stage has a lot of some of the best enemy designs in my opinion in this
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Like weird, cool stuff. I really dig it.
the epitome of the 90s.
Mm-hmm. This whole soundtrack too is the epitome of the 90s, but it's so good. Like
yeah.
every song in this game is just so I love it. Especially stage 4. When we get there, it's jam time.
The bass tones in all the tracks in this game are phenomenal.
They're incredible. They're so well done.
Alright, so normally I used to do the back and forth thing, but now since the wall slash, we just go up like this.
Doing that sword cancel wall
Yep.
jump again.
And then we're already in
stuff.
there.
Here comes the
Hopefully
death
that
jutsu.
worked. I think I might have been a frame too early. Oh, no, we got it. Woo!
Nice. Yeah, I was kind of scared there too. I was like, All right, coming up is the weird stage.
The weird.
Got a lot of
stage.
weird.
Alright, so
brain
right
flies
here
and-
is a little trick that. Oh, no. Alright, we'll just.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, there we go. Okay, so the bomb hit that, you can run through people. Just wait for the next round, because we're going to show that that is applicable to more than just this area.
Hmm. See, he had the bomb active, and whenever you open a crate that has a bomb in it, it counts down from 5 seconds. And while that timer is still counting down, you can run through the entire level.
Yeah,
and your
it's
hitbox
almost
is gone.
Yeah, it's almost like as soon as the bomb timer starts going, it's like Joe Musashi's hitbox just disappears completely. Like you're just invincible for some reason.
Yep, for 5
Oh,
seconds,
hey,
and then the
that
bomb
don't count.
explodes.
That doesn't count. No enemies got
Whoops.
killed. We're allowed one free kunai splash that doesn't kill enemies in marathon runs. So
That's all we get. That's all we get. You get another one. I mean, we're cutting the stream. It's over.
yep.
So you didn't go for the clip there. Can you? You're not doing that because that involves kunai, right?
Huh? No, yeah, I don't do any of the clips
Okay.
because it involves kunai.
I kind of figured, just wasn't 100%. I've never ran kunai list because, again, I'm not good at this game. I just know. I just have knowledge, not skill. All right, moving on to the next one. This level is interesting because the entire ground is like quicksand. So if you're standing in it, you're gonna get like sucked under, and that really impairs your movement and makes going fast difficult. And you don't want to get caught by these little pincer-looking dudes because they'll stick you, and that's just wonderful. But somewhere in here, we're gonna get another bomb and do what we did last level, I think. No.
No, unfortunately, the pincer guys can still grab you because I don't think they count as an actual like enemy spray. I think they count as something that grabs you.
That's interesting. I did not know that. This guy is gonna take 2 death jutsus to kill because, I mean, look how big he is. Obviously, he's got a lot of health. And we can't actually hit him until he drops his arm. When his arm's coming out at you, he's invincible.
Yeah, so we gotta wait for the arm to go down.
Yep. And that'll do it for body weapon.
Whirlwind, this tune.
This song is so good. Oh my god. I'll just jam out to this at work sometimes. I love it so much. There's another auto-scroller, except we're a ninja on a surfboard, so we're just living in the 90s right now. Like, this is it. This is the peak 90s.
Literal surf ninja.
Yeah. Surf ninja. It doesn't get better than this. This level, at least for me, was really hard for me to hang on to my power-up to, because I don't think they don't really...
Yeah, they
the
give
bike
you
ninjas
2.
don't come out. Like, yeah, they give you 2.
They give you
But
2.
the bike ninjas...
And the bikemen, sometimes you'll see, I'll notice it. There's like a jump near the end, and it's like right after. See, that was the last POW for the level. From here on out, we don't want to get hit. But you'll see that there's this one section where they come right as I jump on a ramp, and sometimes the guy will troll me, and he'll throw a bomb right as my jump is at its peak. So I get hit no matter what, and I can't escape. Here it is.
Yep, and then right at the end of the ramp, there's also mines in the water.
If I would have taken that jump at full speed and not, like, kind of placated that it was going to happen, he definitely would have hit me with that bomb. And I would have lost
that
my
guy.
sword, so...
We cannot have that. That guy is a huge troll. You know, he gets me, like, every time, too. That's why this round causes a lot of problems in my run. I always get hit by that guy. But... little mini boss here should be taken care of very quickly with the power up. Doesn't take a whole lot of hits.
Look at that. Off-screen kill. Get out of here.
Beautiful.
Ah, my favorite track.
This one's also really good. Super groovy. This level, we're going to be using a lot of the, what would you call it? Ceiling grabbing, I guess?
Yes.
We're going to be grabbing pipes a lot, and that's accomplished by holding up on the D-pad. It can be a little finicky at times. At least for me, it could just be my controller. I don't know.
Oh no, it is definitely finicky. That is not just you.
Yeah. This level is probably one of my problem levels. Big time. Not fun, not easy. Very easy to die. There's like these little floating barrels and like water over all the pipes. It's a butt cheek clencher.
Oh yeah. Definite butthole clencher.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can fall in that water and die.
Yep, and then you got these troll ninjas with the wings that are just floating around trying to knock you off the pipes, and it's just like, oh man. And those steam pipes, those are nice. Coming up, we have a really scary jump. I don't know if he's gonna go for it or not. It's a long jump onto a pipe. And nope. Didn't quite get it, but he didn't die, so that's good.
Alright. Okay.
Still got his power up, so this boss is going to be a cinch. Hopefully.
Yep, we only got hit twice on that beam. That's good.
Nice.
You're allowed 4 hits on the shield, I believe. Or 4 to 5. It depends on the power of the enemy's attack.
Yeah, so the second phase of the boss, you hit the gun, and then the shield, and then the whole body of the mech
Boom.
becomes vulnerable. And it's as easy as that, man. GG.
Go ninja, go ninja, go. I love you, Chad.
You guys are wonderful. Oh yes, Electric Demon. This level. You thought round 4 was bad. This level specifically there's so much going on. You've got these landmines that you gotta run over and not get hit. You got dudes standing there with machine guns just ready to get you, and then a new enemy type. There will be little dudes sitting there with mortars trying to shoot you out of the air, and those guys are really. If you get hit by those, you're getting juggled forever. It's a nightmare. There's so much going on in this level, and it's really precise, and he's just making it look easy.
Yeah. Screw that mortar guy. I hate him.
Yeah, yep. It's the worst. Yeah, he'll be using that drop kick a lot too. That way it doesn't fall into the enemies. If you fall into the enemies, like, you don't take damage. If
Yeah,
you just touch
get
the enemy.
back.
Yeah, and if you're like right in the middle of them, you get juggled, and it's really annoying. You have iframes in this are very, very short, and it sucks.
All right, so this is a trick that I found. Look at that. As simple as that.
Beautiful. Just crouch and just take his kneecaps out. That's all you gotta do.
Yep, it's the same as the first initial samurai guy. The first samurai mini-boss. Okay, so here's another bomb trick coming up, guys. Watch this. This is so good. Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you all. Bye.
And you just run through all of them. Isn't that wonderful? I haven't ran this since either since that trick was found. This is the first time that I've heard about it, is that trick with the bomb. So I'm gonna have to go back and run this.
I tried doing it again there, but it didn't work because I ran through it. So whatever. Missed the double jump. How did that happen? That's the other thing about this game, is that it'll eat your double jump in.
Double jumps are finicky. They're pretty precise. Most games you can just mash out a double jump real easy, but you have to be at a certain point in your jump.
It is not anything nearly as bad as Revenge of Shinobi. That is
no
bad.
Not even close.
So I take that damage from that guy right there so I can avoid being hit by the machine gun fire, because the machine gun fire, it will knock you back like considerable amount, and I always get thrown back down there and die. So since we can't use kunai, normally on this section you have to throw kunai at this bomb and make it go. That's why I usually try and get a lot of guys, so I can just ninjutsu the bomb away.
Yep, and that's also why he's been picking up kunai.
Oh, no.
One, because it's kind of unavoidable to pick up kunai, but two, the more kunai you get, the more points you get, and that leads to extra guys, so you can use more of the death jutsu. Alright, I do believe after this room it is the boss, Mechagodzilla.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, see, you got knocked back a lot by that machine gun. That's
Good example.
never fun. Just gonna use the sword abuse, or sword cancels up here. Now, I'm not sure if there's another power-up before the boss. I think there is.
There is.
So, yeah, we'll be okay.
Now, I found this out. Normally what I would do is I would run and double jump over from that. Caillou found out that if you just kind of do this, it doesn't, if you don't do the double jump, it doesn't spawn that guy right there, and his pattern doesn't start, which usually used to screw me over. I'd always have to do this weird volley between the two of their bullet patterns. But since he found that out, I do that. So here's Mechagodzilla. We're just going to make short work of him.
Yeah, this guy's one of the coolest bosses. All you're gonna do is just stand on his arm, and then just cut away at his chest, and then when he starts moving, in the second phase, I normally just jump back and forth between the two arms. I'm pretty sure that's what Faust would do.
I
Nope,
used to
you
do
just gotta
that,
stand
then I
there.
started doing this, so...
Yeah, that's probably easier.
Sometimes it's finicky. Oh, okay, so we're definitely going to be using the shield for this. Normally, the best thing to do is not to use the shield during this, so you can save your ninjutsu for the boss.
Mhm.
But I found out that this mini boss that comes up, even if you use the self-destruct ninjutsu, it only counts for one of his damage cycles. So he'll disappear and come back still. It won't like do double output damage or anything. It's just like, oh, okay, you met the threshold of damage for this guy on this cycle. Now he's going to disappear and he's going to activate the next cycle.
That's pretty rough. And you can only get 3 hits of damage in with the power up, right? On each phase. I think it's 3 hits.
Yeah.
Might even be just 1. I don't know. It's not that many. This level. This is especially where the finicky double jumps will get you, because some of these jumps that you have to make are just heinous. They're very difficult, especially towards the end. And with the flying enemies just coming out everywhere and the random ninjas on the rocks, it's scary.
Yeah.
This is the real butt cheek clincher.
So I'm probably going to stay silent right now because...
As a kid, I could never, ever beat this level. Like, the double jumps are just super difficult. And he's making it look easy. Like, he's doing a really good job so far. Once the enemies stop coming, though, that's when the real platforming starts. And then it's like, oh boy. I'm kind of being quiet, too, because I'm, like, super nervous. If he dies, he has to start all the way back from the beginning, and that's not fun.
No. Pebble of Life.
Beautiful. Yeah, that tiny little pebble you can stand on. So nice.
Oh, okay, we made it. Whew! Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Alright, so just 2 hits from this sword, and we're good. That's a cycle. If you don't have it, you gotta start slashing him with your dagger, and that's annoying.
Yeah, that's gonna take a lot longer.
Ooh, that was close, folks. That was close.
Oh, I saw it. Oh man. Normally I stand on the left corner with the kunai. I'm not using kunai, so you can't do that. But you stand in the left corner and you just throw kunai at him and he can't knock you down. It's super safe. This is not safe. This is very scary.
Oh, we got hit. Alright,
Oh.
the last cycle we're gonna have to do 3, so whatever.
That's okay.
That's it. Boom. Alright, we...
GG. Alive.
My hands are sweaty. Oh,
Yeah, that level's so
this
scary.
track- This track is
So scary.
Alright.
Alright, this
Screw
level
these guys.
this level's not nearly as bad. It's still pretty sketchy, especially if you aren't too familiar with what's going on, but he's just gonna wall climb right over him, go super safe. They don't even know what's going on. This part's fun. You gotta jump up these well, you don't have to jump up these boxes now that we got this wall jump strat. Oh. If you get hit, it does kind of slow you down a little bit. Kinda
Oh
sucks.
yeah. So I gotta just adjust.
Oh man, got hit through. Oh no, these guys, the flying ninjas are so annoying. Oof, that was scary. I thought you were gonna cut both boxes.
Yeah. I
Those
know.
boxes have to be there for him to enter that, otherwise he can't go in.
Oh.
All right, he's got his power up. Can't get hit now.
It probably will happen.
It's pretty easy to get hit on this level. A lot of stuff going on.
Oh, that was scary. No!
Oh my goodness.
We
Oh,
screwed it
just
up.
barely. Oh no. Now he's got to go back. He's got to go all the way back and start over because he can't get back up there. Oh, man.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. That's all right, though. The rest of this run has been going pretty well, honestly.
Thank you. I'm glad, because normally I bungle it up at some point, so I guess it was just bound to happen.
I mean, it's pretty easy to do. This run is very demanding, especially not doing it with kunai. Like, oh my god, it's so hard.
Alright, there we go. And we got our power up still. Sweet.
Very nice. We are in there. The boss coming up,
This is where the soft lock showcase is gonna come in.
oh yes.
So if it happens, it happens. We end it, it's done. If it doesn't, we move on, and we're good. So I'm gonna let this cycle play out, because this is scary stuff.
Yeah, if you get crushed by these pillars, it's an instant death. It's very scary.
And I lost my power up, but I don't care, because I need the shield for this soft lock showcase.
Right.
So pretty much this cycle is gonna happen. Alright, so
Yes, Neri, kunai are actually your main. Like, normally in a casual playthrough, you'd be throwing kunai, and it makes the game easier. It's still hard, but not doing it with the kunai is like...
okay, watch this.
Alright, here we go.
See? Look at
now,
this. As soon as it transitions over, if you have the electric shield on and you hit ninjutsu, you lock Joe Musashi like this.
It's over.
It's over. There you go, everyone. Run's over.
Beautiful. Run's done for. GG.
Normally there's some times where it can happen to where I have it to where he locks to the Ninja Master's actual sprite, and I'll be able to move them around like this, and then it just stops. See? Once you do that, done.
Nice.
Yeah, so... we did it, Reddit. We did it.
We did it. And see, it almost looked like... I'm sure whoever found that was probably like, ooh, can we skip the first phase and then soft lock?
Yeah, that was me.
Yep. Oh, man.
What happened was... Okay, so Cure was talking about a pacifist run like about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years now, and I was watching him when he was like talking about it. So I was like, oh, let's do a kunai list. I can't do the clips in 80%. Let's try that. And he was like, sure, route it out, blah, blah, blah. That following SGDQ submission run, I went to go submit kunai list for the first time. Granted, the time was terrible. It was like 40-some minutes or whatever the hell. And in the middle of me recording on the last day of submissions, it happened to me, and I was just like, well, can't submit, can't do shit. And I didn't tell anybody about it for like a year. And then when kunai lists started getting popular about a few months ago, we were talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, you can't do certain things. Like, you can't use the electric shield ninjutsu during a boss transition. So if he's transitioning from phase 1 to phase 2 of his boss cycle and you do the ninjutsu, you'll soft lock. Well, no one believed me, so I posted that clip, and Bacon Omelet, who's a Tazer for Shinobi 3, and Cure both were like, what in the world? The very next day, the Ripper, who is the world record holder of kunai lists, he found out you can do the same thing on the phase 2 transition for the Shadow Master at the end of the final confrontation.
Oh no.
So it would really suck if all of a sudden you're like, oh man, I don't want to get hit the last phase of the last boss. Let me just get a shield up while he's about to come out, and then you soft lock to him.
I feel like that'd be really easy to do for a casual player. Like, honestly.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Especially on the last boss, just getting scared, like, oh, I need to shield up, and then rip, it's
Yep.
over.
Exactly. So we were at 25-14 with the soft lock. If we would have continued on, I probably would have gotten around the 30-minute range. The current world record is 29-14, so that would have been awesome. It still would have been third place like my time. So
Yeah, you were on a really good pace there. The final confrontation level, though, is like a lot can go wrong in that level.
yes, it can, but over the years I've mastered it. So Yeah, unfortunately, there's no level select, so we can't just reset and go to the last level. So, thank you guys.
Yeah.
We still have like 13 minutes left to chill, so I guess enjoy the music that is going to come. Thank you, Blast the Process, for choosing not only one, not only two, but three of the runs that I submitted. And thank you, ESA, again. You guys are amazing. Thank you, chat. Thank you to Harem Scarum for the commentary and the hosting. Thank you, Adrian and VG,
thanks for
hosting.
letting me commentate, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It was great. So if you guys want to check out a full Kunai list run, just go to the speedrun.com leaderboard for Shinobi 3. You'll see the categories. We have normal Kunai lists and expert Kunai lists. Unfortunately, no one has submitted anything for expert Kunai lists. I'm still in the middle of routing it out because the difference between expert and hard and normal is the point values don't determine if you're going to get an extra life. So it doesn't matter how many points you get, you won't get an extra life. So I got to drastically reduce the amount of self-destruct ninjutsus I use for expert. All right, so have a good one, guys. I'm going to end the stream and enjoy the rest of Blast Process 3.
All right, thank you so much. And since everything was already stated, all the things were stated, I'll just say that the next run up is, The Revenge of Shinobi.
Ooh, by Buster Man?
By Buster Man, yes.
Oh, you guys better stay here for it, man. He's great. He's amazing at it.
So stay tuned.